Hello, I'm Alyssa Goji.
And I'm Andrew Croto.
And
this is the Afternoon Bobchat. Here we bring you all the things you love, from music to movies, and not to mention...
Okay, Andrew, that's like literally enough. Don't forget who's the real star here. Besides, who wants to hear about all of that when we can just talk about my weekend instead?
Alyssa, please, come on. Children watch the show. Can we just get back on track?
Fine. You never let me have any fun. This is why I liked Chad way better than you, no offense. Anyway, with the end of the school year rapidly approaching, and arguably the most important week of the semester still ahead of us, students struggle to find the perfect balance between studying and relaxing. Nicholas Manson tells us more about it.
I'm Nick Manson with the Afternoon Bobchat News Report. With finals looming, students all across Quinnipiac campus are trying to find that perfect balance between studying and relaxing. Overall, students' level of nervousness is mixed.
I'm feeling a little nervous about finals. I don't really know what to study for a lot of my classes.
Feel great about finals. I don't get worried.
I'm nervous for my bio one and my English one.
Some I'm feeling confident, and the others I have to study a little bit more for.
I usually make study guides and review it a few days before the exam so that I can go in prepared.
I always go over my notes, review the chapters, sometimes contact the professors to get more of an idea of what will be on the actual exam.
All students agree that relaxation is just as important as studying, and everyone has their own methods of doing so.
It's important to have increments of studying for finals, and then the relaxation kind of just falls into place.
You have to take time out of the studying to relax and keep yourself sane, because if not, you're gonna lose your mind and go crazy.
I'll maybe just get out of the room and take a walk around, and then come back to my work later and get a coffee or something.
I'll study for a while, then I'll take a break and watch a movie, or go to the cafe and get candy or something.
Just chilling, maxing. It's the way I do my thing. I relax, I meditate.
Go meet up with some friends for lunch or dinner, depending on the time of day. Just hang out and then get right back to studying.
I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to finals, but looking forward to going home, I guess.
I'm ready to throw my notebooks in the air and walk out, but it's sad to be leaving.
I think it's kind of bittersweet. I'm kind of excited to get to go home for the summer, but I'm also kind of sad because freshman year was so much fun.
This has been Nick Manson with your news report. On behalf of myself and everyone else, I want to wish you guys luck in your finals. Back to you guys in the studio.
You know, I like to have fun by standing in a room full of people I don't know with music so loud you can't talk to anyone and a red cup in each hand.
Of course you do, Alyssa. I, for one, like to listen to good music when I want to unwind. Speaking of good music, we will be premiering the hottest new music video to come out of West Texas after this commercial break, so don't go anywhere.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser.
Wiley's Born in the Cold is a song about the troubles caused by the gangs and drugs in the UK. The music video conveys this message through its beautiful use of symbolism, and it creatively shows that at the end of the day, everyone needs help, and that a little kindness could just save a life.
I was born in the cold, struck me beneath.
make believe. I can't spit if I don't rate the beat. Don't push cause you're gonna make me hate the beat. Because I got iPhones on silver cheap. The street raised me, now I'm gonna raise the street. My mind flip going straight for weeks. I went to the king to beat.
When I was young, never had a brain for trees. Slush puppy kids swap brain for freeze. ES the game changer, I change degrees. Cause a blizzard anywhere I take my feet. But let me take you to a place where I chase my peas. London, the place where I grate my cheese. And if you can't hustle, you won't last there. I seen people crumble in a half year. Swear, I like when I see the youth doing good things. Cause I want them to know what doing good brings. I've been there myself and I am gonna help you. You don't want what the hood brings. Look away from it, looks good but please don't play with it. My advice, and my vice got me looking for the code. 1105 ever wrong. I was born in the cold, snow falling, way before snowboarding. I swear winter can hear me calling, still had a good heart even when I weren't balling. Life's like a game of snakes and ladders, ups and downs, everybody rushing around, but I'm loving the sound of it. Keeps me going, yeah, keeps me flowing. I've got the drive that will drive all around the world and spread the word, get people knowing. Come alive anywhere on the earth, can't lie, the fan base is growing. Quite noble, recording that noble, feel like a local, always searching for the perfect vocal. To be precise, we're using Pro Tools, my city needs this, cause we breathe this. Natural talent, can't say you got it if you haven't. I like to be diverse and keep a good balance. They know I work hard for it, I'm gonna be the next star of it. Free spirit music, I'm a free spirit and my living can prove it. I'm always chilling or cruising. To the sky.
What did I just watch? What just happened? None of that made any sense to me, honestly.
Of course not. You're not cultured enough to understand such art. Maybe next week we'll show a Miley Cyrus video.
Oh my God, can we please? I love her so much. I would be the happiest girl in the world if we actually did that. Can we do that?
No, typical. That's how small-minded you are. How could you not love Wiley's video? Plus the chick in it, she was hot. Oh yeah.
Who's being small-minded now, Andrew? Either way, we're going to take another quick commercial break, but stick around because when we come back, our very own film expert, Eric Buttleman, will be reviewing the classic movie Fargo.
But if the night gets dark, only still, I pray for you. You know I will. I wrote to her all by yourself. All by yourself. All by yourself. All by yourself.
Chipotle is a little ways from you.
Thanks for sticking around, and for those of you who are just tuning in, this is the Afternoon Bobchat. Time to get your popcorn and pull up a seat because Eric Buttleman, our expert film critic, talks to us about the critically acclaimed classic movie, Fargo. Eric?
Thanks, Andrew. Fargo, which takes place in a Midwestern, which takes place in Minnesota and Fargo, North Dakota, is a strange crime story about a car salesman, William H. Macy, who hires two criminals, Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare, to kidnap his wife so that he can collect the ransom money he expects his father-in-law to pay. However, this plan goes horribly awry as the inept criminals transform this fake kidnapping into a triple homicide. The acting in this is spot on, especially that of Frances McDormand, who plays a pregnant police officer assigned to the case. And as long as you can get past the bad, somewhat annoying Midwestern accents, you'll be enthralled in this strange yet believable plotline, which is only boosted by the brilliant directing done by the Coen brothers. Steve Buscemi and Frances McDormand bring the characters to life, making the whole experience more enjoyable. Steve Buscemi does a great job playing the role of an inept and funky-looking character that seems to have no idea what he's doing. Apart from the great acting and unique plot, the technical aspects truly bring the independent film to life. From the eerie music to the beautiful camera work, Fargo is put together to form a true work of art. Rather than being one of those basic shoot-'em-up crime stories, the Coen brothers allow the beautiful Midwestern cinematography to take control of the feel and mood rather than simply relying on the action and script. Although there is not much shooting throughout the film, whenever there is, the effect of the bullets feels realistic and helps make the film into what it truly is. I would give Fargo 5 out of 5 stars for its ability to use amazing script, acting, and cinematography to tell this dark and goofy crime story. The cheap budget and Midwestern backdrop add to the beauty of this 1996 Indies classic, as the Coen brothers once again knock one out of the park, as they use their common independent film style to create a film that pulls you in and gives you an extreme sense of reality. Now back to you guys.
Thanks for another great review, Eric. You know, I once tried to reenact Fargo with my old boyfriend, but couldn't for the life of me find a gun. It's probably a good thing, I guess. Anywho, we will be taking a short break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Andrew will try his luck at finally talking to a girl for the first time in his whole life with our guest, Kelly Dubinsky. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. This is very rare.
Mac for? Well, I write a lot of papers on here, and I go on Facebook.
Frank, what do you need to use your computer for?
Well, I really just use my computer for like Facebook and like writing papers. I need a class coming up, so you know.
Should probably go with the Mac then.
Hey guys, my Mac came in. Come check it out.
Oh my god. I can't wait to start writing papers. Oh my god.
They already wrote some for you.
Oh my god, Mac's amazing.
Apple, the computer for the rest of us.
Kelly Dubinsky, a senior at Quinnipiac University, has just finished her capstone project, 26.2 Miles Closer to Living, which focuses on the Boston Marathon after last year's bombing. The documentary will premiere this Friday at Quinnipiac's Eklund Center. Let's join Andrew already with Kelly.
Thanks, Alyssa. I'm with Kelly.
Hi, Andrew.
So the first time, or the last time I saw you was at Greek Week when ADPI won Greek Week during lip sync.
That's correct.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My first question is, well, before this interview, they told me I was interviewing you and you're a senior.
Yep, that's correct.
You're not just a senior, but you're a film.
Yeah, I'm a film major.
Yeah. Like, what made you become a film major in a school that's all focusing on health science, such as biology? It's different.
It is very different. Looking into colleges, I knew right away that I was interested in doing film work from work I've done in high school. So when I was looking around at any colleges, I was really looking at film programs and stuff. And Quinnipiac was one of the places that really caught my eye. They actually do have a huge school of communications that's growing immensely.
Right.
So when I was looking into that, I really wanted to be a part of it, and knowing the kids that were going here at the time really encouraged me to commit to this school.
So you're a senior, and now you've made a senior project. It's a documentary.
It is a documentary.
About the Boston bombing. And what's the name of it again?
It's called 26.2 Miles Closer to Living. It's actually focused on marathon runners that happened to have been part of the Boston Marathon last year, and we'll be in it again. Well, we're in it again this year since last Monday was the marathon.
So you had a follow-up with them?
We did, but we actually were at the marathon this year as well for the first time. I had never been, and this year we went to go film because we'd been working all up until this year to see their progress after last year and see how hard the challenges were going to be to actually finish this year. And not just to actually finish physically, but emotionally to make it to the finish line was a big deal.
So when you said you're working on this all year, your senior project is a full year class?
It's a year long.
It's one class, right?
It is. Well, it's 4 credits, but
four credits, one class?
It's 4 credit class in total. But yeah, we've been working on it actually since last April, right after the bombings happened.
Wow.
So it's been about 12 months now, so definitely a full year. There's been a lot of work. There's the pre-production, there's the production, and then there's post-production. So it's actually a short amount of time when you're making a documentary to do all of that.
And I heard that you filmed in Boston. The marathon was, I believe, 1 week ago?
2 Mondays ago, so last week.
What was it like getting the camera equipment into Boston?
It was a huge challenge. Yep. It was really a lot of work to actually just be able to have anything with you. They searched bags, they searched you. We had to take all our equipment, every part, piece of it apart and basically put on a table. Nonetheless, we're nervous. It's thousands of dollars on a table. But yeah, they searched you really well. I probably was body scanned about 5 times and my bag searched about 10. So it was definitely just a challenge to be there, especially with a lot of equipment.
I can imagine. So what do you think is your biggest success in this whole process? 'Cause, I mean, it took you a year to do. You had a lot of time to
I think just completing the project is the biggest accomplishment out of all of it. A year ago from now, I would have been like, that's no way we're going to finish it. There's not enough time. There's too many things we have to do. It's not going to be what we want it to be. But to have it complete right now is definitely a great fresh of breath air. So I just say overall, having the project done is a huge accomplishment.
And because it's a documentary, you were telling me earlier that it's much harder. It's harder to create a documentary. So
I truly think it is. I don't think going into it I would have said I knew that. But after the experience, definitely is one of the bigger challenges. Yep. Being the writer, I wrote a script about 20 times and it completely is different from what it was last year. So you kind of have to work your script along with what you're learning while you're there shooting and filming. So a script for a narrative, you kind of write it, you do it, and then it's done. Documentaries, it changes throughout the entire year.
So if we wanted to watch this, I believe the viewing is Friday and Saturday?
That's correct. We have the senior projects, all of them that were made this year. There's 6. They're all going to be shown this Friday at Eklund 101 from 6 to 10, and there's a 40-minute time slot for every premiere. But on Saturday, my group is doing our own premiere as well for family to come up, for some of the marathon runners to come. And that's going to be at 4:30 to 5:30 in Eklund 101 as well.
Well, me personally, I will show up for Friday.
I hope so.
Because it sounds great. Alyssa, we're going to go back to you. Kelly, thank you for coming.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks for joining us for the afternoon Bobchat. Please join us again next week as we bring you more cutting-edge entertainment. For Eric and Andrew, I'm Alyssa Goji. Remember to stay classy.